All right, so we're back in the Lions Den and we're starting to put in work. I know I've been a little bit light with the SR updates, and that's because I really didn't know what was going on with it, but I do have it back now. And basically what the machine shop did, because if you don't remember, my head warped. I don't know what caused it. There was air in my engine, and essentially when there's air, there's no coolant, so it got hot, the head warped and pulled the stud out of the block. So what they did is a thing called time inserting it. So they make the hole bigger where the stud would go, and then they thread this thing in that kind of like locks in place when you thread the stud into it. In addition to that, I also switched from my ARP studs to Mazworks ARP studs that actually go deeper in the block. For whatever reason, the ARP studs that we had and a lot of people use in SRs, they don't go all the way down through the threads, which may have prevented the little failure that we had. While I was at CW Pence, they also checked through everything. They actually disassembled the bottom end, made sure that the pistons and the rods and the rings are all good. Everything looks mint, so mint. So we're good.
It's really weird that I pull it like that. I never had that happen on any SR.
Do you agree though it's probably just an air pocket?
Probably. Especially with the turbo being high, it's a little bit harder to bleed. So it could like cause like a big air bubble to form. We're gonna have to be very thorough and leave the car really good this time.
So Alberto's already been putting in work. I basically brought him just the short block. He's got the head all assembled already.
Oh, and look, check out the new return line.
Very nice. We switched to braided lines for both the return line and this coolant line over here. If you remember, we had one that was running through one of the exhaust manifold sections, and it was kind of sketchy with the heat. And we also have this nice heat wrap that Thermal Zero gave us when they gave us the turbo blanket.
So what I ended up doing with the return line, so I have a stainless steel tube that comes out of the flange, almost like your OEM style tube, and then I welded a dashed in male fitting, and then I have a braided steel line with vibrant stuff, and then I also have the thermal thing on it. And then on the bottom I did the same thing. I took the stock fitting, I cut the neck off, and then I welded a dashed in male bonnet, so it's complete AN, custom made, leak free, and it's heat resistant.
So we're looking like we're in good shape with that. I'll take you guys over to the engine bay, give you any sort of update on what's been going on over here. Temporarily, because I didn't like the catch can that I had set up, until I get my new valve cover with the AN fittings on it, I just am going to be using a push-on hose on the Toge factory catch can setup that I got, which is cool because it's got a large volume and it kind of fits in there nice. And they also got my sweet LZ etched in there. Deechworks also sent us over a bracket for their fuel filter. So I have that mounted up there. I have their fuel pressure gauge now, and I can give Taylor his back. I also got a bunch of other exciting little parts and doodads. If you guys remember the little issue that we had where I didn't have the right fuel injector seats, I have the right ones now. Radium sent them out. Also have these rad Nismo motor mounts and tranny mounts. A fabricator named Luke Anderson, who goes by the name of likewise Luke on Instagram, actually sent me these along with the Nismo tranny mount, which I'm super pumped about because I've always wanted them for my car because the ones that I had made my car vibrate a ton, but they're so expensive that it's kind of hard to justify it. And he's putting a VQ in his car. He was like, I'll send you mine if you want them. And he did, and I'm very, very thankful and happy. These are also way easier to install than the other ones because you don't have those annoying Allen bolts that kind of cause a hassle. They have like their own studs, which is dope. Alberto's very, very stoked about this.
No more impossible Allen bolts on the motor mounts.
He hated those other mounts. We're learning from the past and replacing all the different lines and clamps in here with new stuff. So we got pretty much everything ready to go. Here's a quick little preview of kind of how the lines are ran now. I used some of the metal zip ties to kind of keep everything close together and away from the manifold. Pretty much everything is done that we need to have done before it goes in the car. Only little stuff would be like the clutch, flywheel, tranny plate.
Pretty much it. On the motor mounts.
Oh yeah, true, the motor mounts. And then just like we'll do the valve cover gasket and fuel rail and stuff once it's in the car. We're actually going to an Ace Cafe meet that Mark was hosting, part of his like Facebook drifter group. So we're gonna go hang out there. I don't know if I'm gonna do anything else tonight on any of the cars, but we're probably gonna finish up on this tomorrow. Alberto's actually going out to Martin to get his car tuned, so I'm sure you guys can look forward to seeing a video on his channel about that. How stoked are you?
Pretty stoked. Just a little nervous because I have to drive like 2 hours away.
I've been there.
And hopefully the car doesn't blow up or something happens because I'll be 2 hours away from everything.
Do you remember I did that, was it twice or 3 times with my SR? I think it was twice, because one time we used Marco's trailer.
Yeah.
But
So I'll be going to the same place and get tuned by the same person with Shun Adam cars and Juku's cars. So hopefully I will have even better power band afterwards.
I did offer to Alberto to use the truck and the trailer, but it is a lot easier to just drive there. It's kind of a little bit nervous.
More fun too.
Yeah, oh for sure. Dude, that drive home with your fresh tune, being able to rip it on I-4, ooh, it's fun.
Right? I can't wait to go over 80 miles per hour. I can't go over 80 miles per hour. Just like,
Yeah, and when he hits 88, you guys will see some real.
Let's get out of here. Let's go meet. We gotta clean up and go.
Get hot chocolate and burgers.
I want a chicken sandwich.
I wish I could take my 240 there. I gotta take the stupid BMW. Representing the best YouTuber of all time right here. BMW squad. We have arrived in downtown Orlando. Wow. The man behind the meat.
Behind the meat?
Yeah, didn't you put this on?
I mean, I did, but you know, the group, everybody came here. Everybody here is the meat, not just me.
So this is something that they've been doing for a while, and I only recently started coming here, but Ace Cafe Orlando. I think it's kind of a replica of a place in the UK, but it's pretty cool.
It's like the #2 restaurant. It's not a replica. It's the same owner. Like.
Oh, is it?
Same company, yeah.
Oh, I didn't know that.
So
That's
they
really
have
cool.
one in the UK, I guess, and it became like racers out there, especially on like the older cars and stuff, would cruise on a Sunday and end up at Ace Cafe, and then it just blew up into a car and motorcycle thing.
Every night they have a different meet here, whether it's Miata night, import night, domestic night, BMW night, Marco night, drift night, and we'll walk around, but we're gonna get some food first. A lot of cool stuff here tonight. Alberto's only concerned with the food here.
What's going on, guys?
Now this is how you park at a drift meet. On top of the angle, you've got the exposed power steering and oil cooler, and you have the A-class marker still on the window.
We're like crab brothers over here, and we're looking at the same tires.
Crab
Oh,
brothers.
lobster. I thought it was crab.
Oh, that was great. The new Monster car is in the house. Dang.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, right? Stepping it up.
I thought this was like an S chassis at first.
No.
So I was like, oh, it's one of the.
Oh my god, dude, it's so wide. Holy moly. Calling it right here, Alberto suggested probably that he wanted to park next to Matt so they could touch tips with their angle. That's my guess. Let's see if I'm right. Called it. It's not every car meet where you have two JZX 100s. This is one from the Monster Crew. So dope. A lot of cool stuff here. Everybody's heading out to go street drifting, but I'm the lame one that doesn't have a car that's together, so I can't go partake. Sounds like a R34.
Yeah, it's an R34 motor.
That was fun. I really enjoyed hanging out there. It was good to see everybody, and I'm looking forward to going there more in the future. As for tomorrow, we've got a super busy day. Hopefully we'll get the SR back in the car running. Also got some exciting stuff going on with the BMW in the morning that I haven't told you guys about yet. So I'm gonna try to get some rest, try to get to bed early. I don't know if this ended up being a short video or if it was a decent length. But anyway, I just wanna thank you guys for watching, and I don't know, you guys have just been really awesome, really supportive, lots of good comments lately, so that makes me really happy. And I will see you tomorrow.